Hello everyone. In the last session, we discussed how to construct the RSD flip-flops and verify the output with their truth tables. In continuation of that, in this session, we are going to discuss how to construct the T flip-flop, the JK flip-flop and MSJk flip-flop, and to verify the output with their truth tables.
Construction of toggle or T flip-flop circuit and verification with the truth table. To construct the T flip-flop, we require a 3-input NAND gate IC74LS10 and a 2-input NAND gate IC74HC00. Identify each IC with its part number printed on it using a magnifying lens. 3-input NAND gate IC74LS10. The IC74LS10 performs the logical operation of a 3-input NAND gate. It can be part of logic circuits, arithmetic circuits, and other digital systems. The IC74LS10 typically comes in a 14-pin dual inline package. From the pin diagram, pins 7 and 14 are allotted for ground negative and power supply positive respectively. This IC consists of 3 independent NAND gates, whereas pins 1, 2 and 13 are inputs and pin 12 is its output. Pins 3, 4 and 5 are inputs and pin 6 is its output. Pins 9, 10 and 11 are inputs and 8 belongs to its output. Identify pin number 1 of the IC. It's only have a small notch or dot to indicate pin number 1. Ensure that the IC74LS10 and IC74HC00 are aligned with pin number 1 correctly over the breadboard in the digital trainer kit. Gently insert both lines of pins of ICs on breadboard one after the other. Be careful not to bend the pins or force them into the holes. Connect the pins 7 and 14 to ground and plus 5 volt supply of both the ICs using jumper wires. Connect the pins 1 and 3 of IC74LS10 using jumper wire and connect them to the clock input. Connect the pins 5 and 13 using a jumper wire and connect them to the T input toggle switch.
Connect pin 6 of IC74LS10 to pin 4 of IC74HC00 and pin 12 of IC74LS10 to pin 1 of IC74HC00. Connect pins 2 to 6 and 3 to 5 of IC74HC00. Connect pins 2 of IC74LS10 to pin 6 of IC74HC00. Connect pins 4 of IC74LS10 to pin 3 of IC74HC00.
Connect the pins 3 and 6 to the two output LEDs Q and Q bar as shown in the circuit diagram. Switch on the 5V DC power supply. Toggle switch position 1 is high and 0 position is low.
Apply clock pulse and toggle inputs T as per the sequence shown in the table and observe the status of the output LEDs. Toggle input at don't care condition, clock pulse low, output LED 0 and 1, previous state. Toggle input 0, clock pulse high, output LEDs 0 and 1, no change. Toggle input 1, clock pulse high, output LEDs 1 and 0, output toggles. Thus we have constructed and tested T flip-flop using IC74LS10 and IC74HC00.
Construction of JK flip-flop circuit and verification with the truth table. To construct the JK flip-flop, we require an IC74LS76. Let us discuss the pin details of IC74LS76. The IC74LS76 is a 16-pin master slave JK flip-flop that contains two JK flip-flops, each with J data input, K data input, CLK clock input, CLR clear input, PRE preset input, Q output and Q bar complement output with dual inline package DIP. It is widely used in a digital electronics for various applications including sequential logic circuits. Identify the code number printed on the IC for JK flip-flop using magnifying lens. Check and enter the pins of the IC and align it in the right position over the breadboard. Carefully insert both lines of pins into the breadboard in the digital trainer kit. Connect the pin number 13 to ground GND and pin number 5 to plus 5 volt supply VCC using jumper wires. Connect pin number 1 to the clock input. Connect the pins 4 and 16 to the input toggle switches as input J and K as per the circuit diagram. Connect the pins 2 and 3 to the input toggle switches as preset and clear as shown in the circuit diagram. Connect the pins 15 and 14 to the output LEDs as Q and Q bar respectively. Switch on the digital trainer kit. Apply different inputs J and K, preset clear and clock pulse as given in the truth table, and observe the status of output LEDs. Input JK don't care condition, preset 0, clear 0, output 1 1. Input JK don't care condition, preset 0, clear 1, output 1 0. Input JK don't care condition, preset 1, clear 0, output 0 1. Input J0, K0, preset 1, clear 1, clock pulse high, output 0 1. Input J1, K0, preset 1, clear 1, clock pulse high, output 1 0. Input J0, K1, preset 1, clear 1, clock pulse high, output 0 1. Input J1, K1, preset 1, clear 1, clock pulse high, output toggle toggle. Input JK don't care condition, preset 1, clear 1, clock pulse high, output Q Q bar. Thus, we have constructed and tested the JK flip-flop with their truth table using IC74LS76. Construction of a master-slave JK flip-flop circuit and verification with the truth table.
Master-slave JK flip-flops can be constructed using IC74LS76 and NOT gate IC74LS04. Identify these ICs using the part number.
Check and ensure that the code number of ICs and the pins are not damaged. Carefully insert both lines of pins into the breadboard with correct position. Connect the pins 13 and 5 of IC74LS76 to ground and plus 5 volt supply respectively. Connect the pins 7 and 14 to IC74LS04 to ground and plus 5 volt supply using jumper wires. Connect pin 1 of IC74LS76 to pin 1 of IC74LS04 and connect pin 2 of IC74LS04 to pin 6 of IC74LS76 as shown in the circuit diagram. Connect the pins 4 and 16 of IC74LS76 to the toggle input switches as J and K inputs. Connect the output of master flip-flop pin 15 to slave flip-flop pin 9 as input. Connect the output of master flip-flop pin 14 to slave flip-flop pin 12 as input. Connect pins 15 and 14 of master flip-flop to output LEDs as Q and Q bar. Connect pins 11 and 10 to two output LEDs Q and Q bar as output of MSJK flip-flops. Connect pin 1 to clock pulse. Switch on the 5 volt DC power supply. Apply clock pulse as per the sequence given in the table. Apply different inputs to J and K, MSJK as given in the truth table and verify the corresponding output levels and status of LEDs. LEDs on means 1 and off means 0. Set input JK 0 0, master output 0 1, slave output 0 1. Apply clock pulse, master output 1 0, slave output 1 0, no change. Set input JK 0 1, master output 0 1, slave output 0 1. Apply clock pulse, master output 1 0, slave output 0 1, reset. Set input JK 1 0, master output 0 1, slave output 1 0. Apply clock pulse, master output 1 0, slave output 1 0. Set input JK 1 1, master output 0 1, slave output 1 0. Apply clock pulse, master output 1 0, slave output 0 1 toggles. Thus, we have constructed and tested the MSJK flip-flop with their truth table using IC74LS76 and IC74LS04. Hope now you will be able to construct the RS flip-flop, D flip-flop, T flip-flop, JK flip-flop and MSJK flip-flops and verify the results with their truth table.
This concludes the session on construct the T flip-flop, the JK flip-flop and MSJK flip-flop and to verify the output with their truth tables. Thank you.